So I'm often asked a few questions about the BarkArt and how it's done, or how long does it take. So next time I start one, then I'll record it from beginning to end. This one is a new style in the way that instead of using a board, a piece of wood for backing, I just wanted to use paper and the bark to make it a little more eco-friendly. So I start laying down, I get my paper backing laid out, and then I start laying down different size pieces of wood, pieces of bark, using the glue gun. And if you look from the side, you'll see where this is maybe only one layer here. There's 5 layers stacked up on some of these to give it the dimension that I want it to have. And this is nowhere near done, so there's a lot more layers. It's very tedious and time consuming because some pieces will be super small, some will be bigger, some will be bigger. And when I lay the first pieces against the paper, I try to fill in as much as I can, even up until these higher layers with the glue every time I put a piece down. So it's essentially put the hot glue on there, hold it down, hold it into place, let it dry, take the next piece, layer by layer by layer. In between sticking them down, you'll see some of these are kind of glossy and some are plain. These are the newest pieces I've put down. Some of these up here are the newest pieces I've put down. So every time that I add a new layer, then I will take some decoupage and go over the entire thing to stick it down really well, and then begin fitting together the little puzzle pieces again and adding little pieces and then decoupaging over the whole thing. So it's a pretty long process. But it comes out so secure and sturdy in the end, and it's very touchable art. Whenever I have them hanging somewhere, people always ask if they can touch it, and I encourage them to do so, because by the time the whole thing is together, I mean, I can move this around and whatever. So in between the layers, I will also go through if there's any glue that is sticking out of final pieces, or any little stringies. So we'll pull off pieces you might be able to see, or cut out pieces you might be able to see that I don't want there anymore. All this stuff still has layers to be added. So if there's glue pockets like this right here, I don't worry about that yet because it's all going to be covered. And I want it to be super secure. The other thing that's good about the hot glue gun is if I need to go in and do some fine cleanup of any glue, I can do that. Of course, at the end, I will take my paint colors and examine every little crack and crevice that I can see from all angles. I will have to look at it to decide where do I need touch up, where do I want to cover something, how can I make it the most secure, so that hopefully at the end all you will see is perfectly formed tree bark in whatever shapes and colors and such that I decide. So it's really fun taking a piece of paper and turning it into a secure art piece. This one I have used, I had some scrap pieces of wood to put along the back to make sure it stays straight and flat and secure. Although I've learned some new techniques where I can make some really cool 3D pieces. So anyway, for anyone who has messaged me or asked me in person, next time that I start one, I will do it all on video so that you can see the process. It takes a lot of time, but it's really rewarding in the end.